Four more questions.
Yes, Chair.
On my right, yes, Esther, first question.
Thank you, Chair. I would love to ask Mr. Harrison, you currently hold the office of Chief of Staff, Private Secretary, and at the same time you double up as the Master of Ceremony in the Governor's events.
It's true.
Don't you think someone would argue the nature of your duties is affecting Article 10 and Chapter 6 on the conduct of public officers? And then the second question is, you mentioned the Okolea program. What's the nature of the Okolea program? Is there any legal instrument that created that program, or in what sense does it exist?
Through the Chair, the first question about my being Chief of Staff, it is on duty. MC is on duty of Chief of Staff when the Governor is in a meeting. So that Chief of MC or Master of Ceremony, it is not an office. It is the duty that is supposed to be carried out by the Chief of Staff, who is also referred to as the same position, Private Secretary to the Governor. Is the one of the roles that I play as the Chief of Staff. Number two, pardon the question, please.
You mentioned about the Okolea program as something that led to us having the Hustlers Ambassador. So my concern is there, what's the existence of that Okolea program? Is there a legal instrument that created it? Make me understand, please, Mr. Harrison.
Okay, the Okolea program, through the Chair, is a program that the Governor started way back even before she became the member of the women rep for Meru County. Is her own initiative, whereby she started by assisting the poor from the community from her own savings. She continued that even after she became the women rep for Meru County. And now that she has become the governor of Meru County, she found it worthy to give that responsibility to a person that is very close to her, who is the husband, so that the same program will continue. Reasons for that the governor gave us is that having the responsibilities of the governor of Meru County may hinder her from functioning a program that is started even way back before she became a women rep. That's what I know.
Thank you. Senator Robert.
Thank you very much. Harrison, I just, you've given a lot of information, but I want to just center on a few quick questions where it requires yes and no, just answers yes and no. Does Meru County have county secretary?
Yes.
What do you understand as the role of the county secretary?
Is in charge of public service.
In the letters you've written, as it is contained in between 30 and 40 or KMS 12, the whole of that section, why did you choose to write that letter when there is head of public service that could have inquired anything staff related?
In normal situations, the county secretary handles official matters of the county government, the entire county of government. But here is specific, where the governor is the one that is in trial, is under trial, and it was my responsibility on behalf of the governor, who is the accused, to actually look for those information from the relevant offices.
Okay, who does the county secretary report to?
He reports to the governor.
Okay, so he has the legal mandate is the head of public service. He reports to the governor. The governor could have directed that role to be done. And then if that role of communicating between, in terms of public service management, communicating between the office of the governor as it relates to staff, that is general, because it touched on many issues, including Hilary Sandy, because these are questions that came up. Now, what I want to find out, aren't you usurping the role of the county secretary as alleged or discussed in the evidence that was put against the governor?
I'm not doing that because even if you look at all the documents that are coming from the county assembly, going to the governor, I'm the one who is copied instead of the county secretary. That's the formula that I used.
Okay.
Because this matter was relating to the county assembly, and they have copied me all their correspondences to the governor.
Well, is that the way the Meru County is set? Because procedurally, and I'm talking to you as a governor who has served 2 terms, procedurally all official communication comes to the county secretary. He channels that to the office of the governor. The role of the chief of staff, I want to find out to the best of your understanding, because when TA, Transition Authority, gave those positions, you're not even supposed to be appointed by the County Public Service Board. You're supposed to be directly appointed by the governor as personal staff of the governor. So in your case here, it seems your role has extended beyond the chief of staff mandate as we know it or as it has been allowed. Previously, were you directly employed as chief of staff, or you were working in the county government as employed by the County Public Service Board in a different capacity?
When?
Okay, before the governor took you on board as the chief of staff, were you employee of Meru County?
No, I was an employee of Honorable Kaduri Morongi, the senator for Meru County. And Deputy Speaker.
Okay. Who signed your letter of appointment?
The governor.
When you were getting cross-examined, I think, by the lawyers, you stated that you were recruited by the board.
It's true.
So which position is true? Recruited by the board or recruited by the governor?
I want to read exactly what happened.
And I just want to, were you recruited by the governor or recruited by the board? That's it.
Your name is forwarded by the governor to the public service for recruitment.
Who signed your letter of appointment?
The CEO of the public service.
So I just asked you a question a few seconds before. Were you appointed by the governor or the County Public Service Board?
I was appointed by the Public Service Board.
So your letter of appointment is signed by the County Public Service
Yes.
Board? Between yourself, in your view, and the County Secretary, in that hierarchy of authority and responsibility, who is senior?
The County Secretary.
And why did you take the responsibility of the County Secretary upon yourself?
What I took is this matter that is before the committee was the issue relating to the impeachment of the governor of Meru County.
Could the same thing be...
And
Kidogo, could the same thing have been done by the County Secretary as guided or requested by the Office of the Governor?
yes, it could have been done, but what I need to hand through the chair.
That's it. Just yes is fine, right? The last question I want to ask, because I have quite a lot of questions, in the interest of giving my colleagues time. Hilary Sandy is that person the Director of Communication or the Director of Governor's Press Service?
Is the same person.
I'm asking, is that person the Director?
Director of Communication.
Do you have substantive Director of Governor's Press Service?
No.
So the person is the Director of Communication is acting also in the position of Director of Governor's Press Service.
I did know there are two positions because I took it to be one position.
Okay, let me help you. When the staff that TA approved as private staff of the governor, where the governor can appoint directly, is the Director of Governor's Press Service. And that is the title. Okay?
Okay.
Now, could you have used a different title and in the office of the governor to recruit a Director of Communication? If you do not have any other substantive director, then maybe the confusion is just in the title. You know,
Yes.
the Director of Communication or Director of Governor's Press Service.
Exactly.
So what I want to find out is, do you have any other director? Director of Governor's Press Service?
No.
So you only have Director of Communication?
Yes.
Thank you. Chairman, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Chair, we saw a video of former Governor of Meru, Honorable Kiraitu Murungi, appointing board members of Twaweza program. Have you seen the legal instrument of Twaweza program, and does it have the post of patron?
I have not seen the legal instruments.
So you don't know whether it has that position of Twaweza program or not?
I don't know.
Okay. The Meru Youth Service legal instrument, does it have the post of patron?
No.
It doesn't have. So do you think that it was in order for the governor to appoint a patron for that saga, the Meru Youth Service, without reviewing the roles that would be undertaken by the patron in that organogram?
Pardon?
I'm saying, without revisiting the charter and the legal instrument of Meru Youth Service, because we don't have somebody or an officer in the name of a patron, what would be the roles of the patron that was appointed by the governor in that saga called Meru Youth Service?
Ceremonial?
Ceremonial.
Yes.
So how was he going to fit in that saga, Meru Youth Service? Don't you think there's an anomaly?
I made my reference very clear that the appointment of the first gentleman was not in any way related to the Meru Youth Service that we have. It was related to the issues that I mentioned about the Korea program, whereby there is a program that the governor has been running before she was elected as Women Rep of Meru County, which continued during her term, and now that she is the governor, she felt that she couldn't manage that.
Second clarification, Chair. There are some documents that were signed by Virginia Kawira, who is the CEO, acting CEO of County Public Service Board
Yes.
of Meru. Do we have a letter showing that, or evidence showing that she was appointed to that post? Because then she's signing documents that are supposed to be legal in nature, including the annexures that you've appended here.
Yes, the letter of acting capacity is available.
Is it in these annexures?
No, it's not attached.
Okay. Number 3, Chair, there were some roadside appointments that were made by the governor, so to speak, quote unquote. We were told of one Martin Koome Makasi, who was invited by the governor to talk about some issues in a rally, and he complained that they needed some security people in a market. And many people are paraded there, and some of them are told they are not adequate for the job and so on. Some were rejected, and some were taken for the job of watchman and so on. And in that same meeting, we were told that the sub-county administrator and ward admins were requested to recruit watchmen, firefighters, and so on. So finally, we find that these people don't get the job. Now, what I'm asking is, what was this, or these appointments or pronouncements supposed to achieve?
Number one, for the watchmen, in the open air markets, the members that are selling that open air market normally employs their own people. There is nowhere in Meru County government that the watchman for the open air market has been employed by the county government. In that circumstance of Nkobo, when the open air market traders requested the governor through the area MCA, what she did, she took 3 gentlemen that were vetted by those traders so that they can have trust with them. And
who was supposed to pay them? Is it
the governor, they are paid.
From the county?
Not from the county. They are paid by the governor from the program that I mentioned. The Korea program is the one that is handling, because that one was supposed to be handled by the traders themselves.
So were they finally employed?
Yes, they are employed by the Korea program. They are working under Korea program, which is completely different from the county government structure.
Chairman, the last one is about, sorry, I lost this. Sorry, Chair, just a minute.